Welcome back. I feel like this is the first face video I've done in a while because I've been doing a lot of gameplay, which I currently have one gameplay up, like a new video. It's gonna be a series. But I thought I'd post like a face video because there might be a while between each episode just because I've been sick. So I thought, why not do my makeup? I already did my skincare off camera. Whilst we just have, I guess, a chat. I don't know. How is everybody? I'm back at college. Well, obviously, because I posted a vlog. I was gonna do but I don't actually know. I was gonna do a get ready with me in Irish, speaking in Irish, but then I was like, yeah, I don't know. Feel like that, not that that's a lot of work, but I was kind of thinking, if you don't live in Ireland, or not even if you don't live in Ireland, because there's obviously many walks of life that live in Ireland, who may not know the Irish language, will not have a fucking clue what I'm saying, and then I'll have to put subtitles in, and I was like, that just seems like a lot, but it is kind of a fun idea. I had in my head, I was like, oh, that'd be kind of fun, challenge myself to fucking speak in Irish for a whole video. But yeah, I was kind of thinking of doing because I did it on me and Sandy's channel, which I will hopefully remember to link down below. My unpopular opinion. So I thought, why not do that when I'm doing my makeup? But first, I'm gonna do my eyebrows first. Okay, they're kind of done. But anyway, number one, this might be controversial. I don't know. I feel like, especially if you've been on TikTok lately, in the past day or two, you'll hear people talk about Taylor Swift's new album. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely not a Taylor Swift hater, but I'm not a Swiftie. And I prefer the only sort of songs I don't actually listen to Taylor Swift. I obviously know her hits, Shake It Off, I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In, them type of songs, whatever. And they're not bad songs, but would I actively listen to them willingly? No, because I'm just not into that type of music. But I personally think she's overrated, and I feel scared saying that because I feel like Swifties are fucking insane. I feel like her fan base has to be the most loyal fan base there is, and good for them, but I just personally think she is overrated. And especially kind of bits and pieces that I've heard of her new album because of TikTok, because my whole For You page has been talking about this bloody album. It does not sound great. Okay, Taylor, and I've seen some Swifties saying you don't get it, it's a joke, the joke album or something. I'm joke or not, I just don't think it's good. It's not for me. And I feel like I said, I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not a Swiftie hater. I just don't like the sound of the new album. And fair enough, I have seen some Swifties that are yeah, it's not great. But anyway, next unpopular opinion that I have, and I'm trying to think of the whole, like, I'm trying not to think of the basis. Like, I know, like, people are like, when they do unpopular videos, like unpopular opinion videos, they're like, pineapple does not belong in pizza, and I don't like pineapple, so I would never order pineapple on my pizza, because I just don't like pineapple. But saying that, if you want to eat pineapple on your pizza, I personally don't really care. I'm just not gonna eat it because I just don't like pineapple. So I'm kind of really trying to think of like, you know, popular opinions that I have, and like I'm trying to think of like ones that I didn't say in my second channel with Sandy. But oh yeah, and I obviously don't drive. I mean, the idea of getting behind the wheel scares me. I'm not gonna lie, and just not only just that, but driving is so expensive, like so bloody expensive. But I personally think like once you get a certain age, you should either give up your license or have to take the test again. And in Ireland, I think they were talking about like once you hit a certain age in life, you will have to redo your test, because some people of a certain age of the elder generation, it really questions me, how do you got a driver's license? I'm not gonna lie. But I have like some like really big opinions, but like I'm also kind of really scared to ever talk about my opinions because I feel like they would be like controversial, or like people would be like, you can't say that. But I'm gonna say this one. And I mean, I am political, but I never share my political views publicly. But because it's going around, and like I've seen a trend on TikTok about this, but healthcare, I mean not healthcare, abortion is healthcare. Sorry. Definitely 100% pro-choice. It's, I can go off on a tangent about like abortions, but I'm not going to. I'll just leave it at that. I personally think abortions is, should I hear my brush? Abortion is healthcare. Or whatever, and a woman should definitely have a choice, because at the end of the day, it's her body. She'll have to go through that for 9 months. So yeah, and I'm definitely never judging anyone who has to unfortunately make that decision to get one. So yeah, I also like think, and this comes from someone who does vape, and I know I'm very young still, like I'm literally turning 23 in like 2 weeks. But, and I also know it's very hypocritical of me, but because we don't know what's in the vapes, realistically we don't. But I think, you know, because there's obviously so many people under the age of 18 who is vaping, I feel like that's probably not just in Ireland but everywhere. And I think it's because of the packaging. Like if you go into a shop and you see, like I have like the proper vape, like the one that you fill up, so I don't have like a disposable one. But like if you go into a shop and see like, you know, the disposable ones, they are really bright and colorful, and to be honest, I do kind of think like that they do to a child's, like a younger, someone that's under the age of 18, is appealing because of how they're packaged and how colorful they are. So I definitely think like we should like just not make them so appealing, because they're not. Same with smoking, like cigarettes, it's not appealing. Yeah. Or whatever. Also, like, I mean, like, it is kind of also the shop's fault because they're selling it without ID. Being them, or else maybe they have fake IDs. I don't know. There's people under the 18. Like, is it still like, as easy to borrow someone's ID, or whatever? Like, luckily I never get ID. I don't know if I should be complimented or be like, why aren't you IDing me? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've probably only got ID'd maybe once or twice when I recently like turned 18, but I feel like after that I never got ID'd. And I never know whether to be like pissed off, like, why aren't you IDing me, or like, yes, they're not IDing me, to the point that I don't carry around my ID because I just know I don't get ID'd. But there's gonna be a time where like I'm not carrying it and they do ID me, which is savage. Or whatever. Like, I don't know if this is unpopular, but I think like the way like I was on about vaping and I think I fucking pulled, but I think that like, I can't open my mascara. Schools, because I can do a whole thing in schools in general, but I kind of have 2 points about school, like, that maybe are unpopular opinions, but I definitely think that like schools are fucking savage. I'll just go with more concealer to cover it up, but I think that schools should like treat sick days how they treat, like, they should treat mental health days how they treat sick days, because in this day and age, fucking savage out there. Like, it is savage. Well, again, I have a couple of things. Like, I think like schools are very like, I feel like, well, I know like in my school that I went to was very much for like the people who are like academically smart, and I personally don't think school should be strictly about that, because there's many different sort of like ways of being smart. Like, I wouldn't necessarily classify myself as like being academically smart. I just fucking did the bare minimal to survive in school or whatever. But I would say I'm more of like life smart. That's probably because of the trauma, to be fair. But I feel like I'm more like probably life smart, and like I probably learn a lot more than like doing something rather than reading it from a book, like. But another thing is like I've heard this kind of debate for like years, like, on whether or not school uniforms should be taken away, and personally, no, I don't think they should be. As much as like it may be a pain to wear a school uniform, and I feel like parents probably think that school uniforms are expensive, which they are. I personally think like school uniforms are a good thing, because it like all the kids are the same, you know. I feel like if you take away the school uniform and let the kids wear whatever they want, like you know how like the rare occasion you'd have non-uniform day, do that, I feel like there would be a lot of like judgment, because like I feel like no matter what, there's always people out there that are more kind of privileged than like your financial situation, and that's just how life is. So I feel like there'd definitely be potential more bullying, because like a child that's wearing all like designer goods is judging a child who's wearing pennies clothes, or whatever. So like I definitely think school uniforms are a good thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this video here. I feel like it was more just me fucking ranting than doing my popular opinions, but sure, look, it'll be fine. I just kind of wanted to make a face video, I'm not gonna lie, and I just didn't have anything planned, so I decided, you know what, let's just do this. So I'm still alive. Currently filming the rest of the quarry. might take a while because like that I was ill, so I'm currently, the prologue was posted yesterday as of filming this video. Currently only starting chapter 1, and bear in mind, I know like it probably doesn't sound that bad because the prologue was posted yesterday, but I filmed the prologue like last week, so yeah, it'll be fine. It's it's fine, but I really think you're gonna like the quarry because so far I'm really enjoying it, to the point that like I'm definitely, when I'm finished chapter 1, probably gonna start chapter 2, because I'm just gonna like say this, I'm probably gonna do it chapter by chapter because I'm like halfway through chapter 1 right now. I took a bit of a break to film this video, and chapter 1 does seem quite long, so I am warning you that it is gonna be a long series, but I'm gonna try and like say, for example, yesterday I posted the prologue, and then like my next video is going to be, say, this video, like a normal video, so it's not just game, or maybe it will be, I don't know, I'll try and mix it up. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video, whether it be a face video or chapter 1, the first kind of official video of the quarry.